What day? Well, this is not Bangkok, and I am not an American in Bangkok right now. And this is our property here. And we have all the use of this water, which I don't know how far it runs, but a long way. But, you know, this is, Bangkok has, you know, it is the city, and it's as city as you're going to get in Thailand. And Thailand has a lot of cities. It has beaches, it has bars, it has all that kind of stuff. But it also has places like this, which are fantastic. And I just love. Now this is her cousin's, I don't know, it used to be her cousin's property. Now it's our property. But he gets to live here. He lives here still with his daughter, and they have some deal worked out or whatever. But anyway, this is ours too. And water here too. The water runs right underneath the bridge. What I really like about this place is there are very few cars or motorcycles. Every once in a while, a motorcycle will go by, a car will go by, and that'll be it. But like in the afternoon, there's almost nobody. This is our land right here too. Which the only thing we have on here, I think, is palm oil. Buddy Eddie. Eddie buddy. How you doing? How's everybody doing? Sawadee Cop. Now, I don't know why they made this place. This is across the street. And it's actually pretty quiet. Not that many people come here. But there are, you know, once in a while there's people here, but not many people here. So I'll just start showing you around here because things have grown from the last time I was here. I mean, it's crazy. Little coconuts. What was the thing that I saw before? See if I can find it. I don't even know. The thing about this is that certain areas we just don't look at that much. Oh, here it is. Got some bananas up here. We don't really look at, and then all of a sudden you'll just see stuff right in front of you. There's bananas, coconuts. We got another coconut tree right there. And they're all over the place. There's those in the with the orange kind of fruit. Those are called in Thai they're called mak. I don't exactly know what that means, but okay, good for you, I guess. Now I'm trying to think what this is. I remember it, but I can't remember it. So let me walk over here. This is a durian tree right here. But let me walk back over here. Okay, Now, I think we have a couple of these over here. If you can see them, yeah, look at this. See all these? And these are green wild pumpkins, which we have a lot of these, and they're about 20 baht a kilo. And here, I think this is not, it's not working right now, but things are not growing right now. But before they were, let me see, I think we have, what is it that I was looking at? I mean, I have to look sometimes because I can't even see the things here. There's another pumpkin right there. Look at this. More wild pumpkin. Little flowers. I'm not sure what we're growing in here. That right there's a kid that just drove by, and I didn't know it, but that was Alex and Nicholas's little friend, who I guess he's now in the military. And he used to come over and play with them and do all kinds of things. These are like, I don't know exactly what they are, but I forget what they're called. She told me yesterday. But what they do is, we have a lot of these, and they gather them, and then they sell them, and they're like 20 baht a kilo or 10 baht a kilo or something like that. This right over here is sugarcane, and we have a couple of these throughout the farm. This is the palm oil right here. Pretty cool. Yendi Tanrap is a sign. So all these, see the little dog. All right, these are still good. These palm, they every couple of months they pull stuff down, and these are just starting to grow back. So all this right here, yeah, well, that's why they got lots of cats. And I haven't seen a rat ever. Since when I've lived here, I've never seen a rat, ever. Which maybe that's a good thing. But she had 2 cats here before. And now there's about 6 of them. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get to see a rat. Wouldn't that be nice? All these are ours right here. All these, all these. So that's all these are. This whole side is just nothing but palm oil. It's about as chill as you're gonna get, pretty much. And you know, this is a village, but you can see there are houses and stuff. They're just a little ways away. They're just a little ways away. You know, the house was her mother's house, and it was falling apart. And you know, the mother, I don't know what happened. I don't know exactly, but the mother, I guess she owned this property over here as well, and this over here too. She owned a huge amount of property, and she, you know, I guess she needed money or whatever, so she decided to sell it, and she just had this little plot of land, and it was, I don't know, 2.5 rai, 3 rai, something like that. I guess these are durian trees. I don't know why they're growing them right here, though, but there must be a reason why. And so then my wife got a request to buy the piece of land behind the house. And she went, you know, farther behind the house. We have property behind the house, but even farther behind. And so she said, okay, let me check it out. So we ended up getting this piece of land behind the house, and it works very well. Now, like over here, in here, there's some strawberries. I don't know exactly which plant, but she showed me yesterday. And then you have like some kind of lettuce or something, I don't know. And then where's the peppers at? Oh, they're over here. Yeah, look at these. Lots of green peppers. The water was on this morning. Over here you have some lettuce. We have these things, which they're, I don't know exactly what you call them. In Thai, they're called buak. And they like to eat them in like soups and stuff like that. Here's more lettuce and stuff like that. And I think they're going to grow some tomatoes in here. But this place is, you know, I was talking to her about it. The problem is that the sister is the only one here most of the time. She has one or two other people that help her occasionally. But she's the only one here. So she's the one doing all the work. And she's doing the farming and planting and stuff like that. And so she doesn't always have time to do stuff. But she said in about a month, she's going to have a lot more time. And she'll be cleaning up the place a bit because it is kind of filthy. You can hear the pump over here. This is our land over here too, next to the water. And again, this is just on the edges. You just have palm trees. This is, I think these are mock also. If you look right there, you can see the little fruit. I don't know if it's a fruit. I guess it's a fruit. But they use that in, they use it in, what is that stuff? I can't remember. They put it in their mouth again. I'm trying to think. I know it all the time. They have it in all over the place. They have it in Burma, Malaysia. And I can't, it's escaping me right now. So this is just on the fringes right here. The palm trees and stuff like that. But so that's what we have over here. And there's, I guess she doesn't have the energy or the time to be doing a lot other than, you know, she sends people in here. They come by and they go, what do you have today? And she'll go, oh, I got palm oil. Okay. So they come in and they take the fruit, and then she doesn't really do anything. Now, when it comes to the durian and stuff like that, her brother and one of the cousin comes over and starts helping. And, you know, it takes several people to get the durian down. But the durian tree that was, they took all the fruit off of, I don't know, 7-8 months ago, whenever the last time I was here, it's dead now. And so, you know, they put the chemical in that kills the fungus. Here's this place right here is like the holding tank for the fish. And I'll show you where they go in a few minutes. There's the truck. I haven't seen the motorcycle. I guess her brother is using it. I don't know why they come into the corner. They all come, they like to go in the corners of this pond. So what we're gonna do, I think, I'm not sure, these will all eventually just come out and they're gonna go over here in the back where I'm gonna walk. And there'll be shrimp in these 2 ponds. Now this is the chicken coop right here. This is the chicken coop. And there's no chickens. And I was like, why are there no chickens? We're waiting for the stuff that you have to put, apparently you have to put chemical, some kind of chemical. I don't think it's a chemical. You have to put something back here. I'm not sure what it's called. You have to put something back here so that the chickens, they don't get infections or they don't get infected as easily or something like that. And then the chickens have to be delivered, and they've got somebody that's going to deliver them. They have to just set a date. And anyway, the sister made this whole thing by herself, which is, to me, is crazy. So what she's going to do is this thing here. What she's going to do is from, I don't know from where, maybe from about right here over, she'll make another wall around the chicken coop. And then that way she can let the chickens run free. And then they can also, and it'll make it harder for animals to get in, like snakes, because what I saw was like this. Hard for a snake to get in, but they can do it. Oh, she opened the door, I guess. So this is the inside of it. So there'll be like 200 chickens, 100 on each side apparently. And then they'll be able to run around. So it's going to be about another month, I guess. I thought it was pretty much done, or they had the chickens, but they don't. All right, I'm going to sit down for a second here. Let me sit over here. Oh, yeah. We can have a little chat, I guess. I want to be in the shade. These are all right here. Look at this. You take a good look. These are all green pumpkins. And so some of these are 5-10 kilos, which, you know, that means they go for 100 to 200 baht each. And we've got probably 100 of them, something like that. So, and they grow really quickly, which is nice. Obviously, I don't know what this is right here, but I'm gonna sit right. I want to sit in the shade. And sit over here. Fuck it. Yeah. All this is our property here. All this land. Oh, shit. What the hell was that? There are a lot of bugs and spiders. I haven't seen any snakes, though. But the sister was, Yupa, she was telling me that a long time ago, in the very back of the property, there used to be a couple of snakes. The snakes would come out every once in a while. And they killed them. And they're not there anymore, apparently. And also, it's a little bit too hot. Now, you want to see me in my farmer's hat? Here we are. There we go. This is one of the ones that I have. I have a couple others, but because my head is bald, I don't want to get burnt. And let me tell you something, it was like 100 degrees yesterday out here. So, like right in front of me, that's a durian tree. These two are durian trees. Tree there, durian tree. Banana trees. More durian trees. And then they've got I think that's lettuce or spinach rather. So there's all kinds of stuff there that. Let me read some of these comments from all you guys. Good morning, good morning. She's the youngest. She's the youngest daughter. It's her property. Beetle nut, yeah. That's it's yeah. And they, you know, I mean, there's some sitting out here. They eat it. My wife doesn't, thankfully, but I'll show you the durian trees. They're about 2 years old. We have altogether about 42 durian trees. And this property is probably maybe 6 rye altogether, because it goes farther back. There is the sister. And she's a ball buster, man. She busts her ass, man. She works hard. She told me this morning that she wakes up and she's thinking about, well, what she needs to grow today. Say hello. Hello, hello. She's the one who busts her ass on this farm. Good morning from my farm. Well, good morning to your farm, fire dude. Yeah, so she's the one who busts her ass here and does everything. But you know, there's a couple. I mean, there's right over there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's the papaya. I'll walk over there in a few minutes. Papaya. We got banana. We had mango. I don't know what happened to them. We got lots of bamboo. We got some bamboo over here. I got plenty of wood. And the property goes all the way to that street over there, which is, I mean, you know, this is not a huge farm or anything like that. And for when her mother lived here, she didn't have anything growing. I mean, there was nothing growing here. I mean, you know, it was like whatever was grown was just growing because it just happened to be growing. She wasn't intentionally growing anything. She couldn't. She was older. And then, you know, she gave it over, and nothing was done for a little while. And then I guess my wife started thinking about it. She said, you know, we should start throwing some stuff on the land that's going to make money. And it does make money now. I mean, I don't know exactly how much, but it's something like $1,000 to $1,200 a month right now. And we haven't started with the durian, and there's a lot of other stuff that's still growing. So it will eventually make quite a bit of money. Yeah, it's been a while. Yes. Yeah, well, I don't see any. I do see we've got 3 or 4, maybe 5 papaya trees. But the good thing is, like last night. Now here's the thing: if we had the chickens, we wouldn't have to buy eggs. But we did go out and buy eggs yesterday at Macro, and that's another thing that if you're here in the farm, and I mean the only reason it's not quiet is because we have the pumps on. Once the pumps go off, you hear the birds maybe, and that's about it. And I love that. I love that I can just come and chill. You can just see it a little bit. Oops. Right over here. There's a hammock over there. I can just come back here, lay in the hammock, relax, fall asleep, whatever. And it works quite well for me. But look at these green pumpkins, man. They are huge. They get massive. And they just grow like nothing, man. It's just unbelievable. And even the durian trees, I'll tell you, the durian trees, now these are the smaller ones. These are only about 2 years old. but we have some that are 3, some that are 5. It does take 5 to 7 years for them to start sprouting fruit. But once they do, they're anywhere from about $750 to about $1,250 per tree dollars. So, you know, you can make a little bit of money on them. I don't know. We're going to take a look over here before we go over to the fish farm, which is, I don't know. We got the water running right now, which I got to be careful of, I guess. But I'll walk over to the water here. Please do not forget to leave the thumbs up if you like this kind of content, what I'm doing here, showing you guys around the property. And if you want to help support the channel, help support this kind of thing, all you have to do is go down in the description. Everything's right there. Now this is ours right here. Hey, thanks a lot, Alvin. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Very nice. Nice to see you. Yeah, everything is going good. I'm healthy. And you see this water goes, it just goes, keeps going. You can't even see where it goes. It just keeps going. It goes way, way back. And then it goes over here, which it goes to that house up there, which is our house. And that pumps over here, and it also pumps across the street, which is nice. Now her brother goes in here. He goes swimming in here. And he goes and he tries to catch fish and stuff like that. And there's a horsefly over, dragonfly over there. Yes, yes. There's more bamboo right there. And we use bamboo a lot. I mean, the bamboo is used in the making of the chicken farm. You can see it from here. Ants, man. Whew. Yeah, you see now, we got the water on here. I can't really walk through here. Maybe I can walk in, I can split it. Oh, now there's some pineapple. We have pineapple over here too. If you look, I don't want to get too close. I can get a little bit into the dry area here. But you see all the pineapple growing right there? We used to have them. I don't know why. They used to be right over here. And now, this is just a little patch of them, and we just use these. We use these for ourselves. But last night, what I was going to say is last night, you know, if we had the chickens, which we'll have soon, we'd be able to get eggs from them, as well as chickens. But we'd get the eggs from them. And then, like last night, my wife made me an omelet, and she put some onions, which they were our onions. And then she put a green chili pepper in there, and it was one of our green chili peppers. She goes, I hope you like this spicy. And I was like, yeah, there's some sugar cane right there. Yeah, the geraniums, that's what it was. I was trying to think of what it was. No, I haven't moved. But we're here part-time. We're here, you know. We have 12 eggs in the fridge every day. We sell 2 packs a day from our chicken. Yeah, I mean, we'll have about 200 of them, and I forget how many they produce, but it's enough to where we can make probably anywhere from 300, something like 250 to 500 baht a day. Which, you know, listen, I'm telling you, down here it is not the same. And most people really have no idea what it takes to be on a farm, not to mention to run a farm. To run a farm is much different than just being here. And I told my wife, I said, you know, maybe there's some more sugar cane right there. I told the wife, I said, listen, we should put a couple of bungalows in the back here and make this a homestay. I'm like, we could make some money. But I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, you know, do we really want the hassle at our ages? Not that I'm that old, but I'm just like, do I really want to deal with some schmecklehead who, you know, he pays $50 and he gets to stay here, and we got to feed him and do everything for him? How am I going to get through this? Shit, I got to walk through the mud. Oh, my God. Blasphemy. All right, now. Whew. See? Durian trees. Those are 2 durian trees right there. There's all kinds of other stuff growing in here. Banana tree. Banana tree. Now, this is the first fish pond we put in. And right now the water is she took the fish out and sold them. And we have other fish that are over there. And so what she's going to do is drain this water and then put in fresh water and then put the fish in there again. Now, all these are durian trees. So there you go. Now, there's a reason why I'm streaming at 8 o'clock instead of 9 o'clock. A couple more durian trees. And this is another one, and there are fish in here. And you can see them, and I got some video. I mean, there's some big fish, and there's some smaller fish, but there's a lot of fish in here. And the way that it works is they price them by kilo. Dragonflies, banana tree. They price them per kilo. I think it's 3,000 baht. We bought 8 kilos for 3,000 baht, something like that. Now, I wanted to show this because I thought these were pretty cool, but it's going to take me a bit to get over there. I don't know what that's called. I know over here we got some spinach. Yeah, over here is some spinach. Same in here. See the palm, 2 durian trees. The spinach is here. I don't want to walk on it, but some of it looks to be a bit burnt. It's just direct sunlight, so. Some of the things die just because there's too much sun. And some of them, although not many, they don't get enough water. But most of the time, that's not the problem. This is the edge of the property right here. Country road, take me home. Oh, and we got this right here, which is, what the hell do they call this thing? She told me yesterday again, and I can't remember what it was. Here's more durian right here. These are small durian trees. All these are durian trees right here. I can't walk on these vines and break the vines. Okay. Now, they're going to be putting stuff in here soon. But look at all these dragonflies. And they provide food for the fish and do all kinds of things. They're really helpful, apparently. I want to go over here, but I don't want to get too wet. But let's take a gander over here. All right, so if you look here, right here, and all along here, you see what's growing. These are string beans, which is really cool. And we came out here yesterday and picked them. We had, I don't know how many bowls of them, but we had quite a few. And you can see they grow. And you just walk along and pick them. I mean, they're up here, and they go all the way down next to the trough. How do I get out of here without getting wet? That's the big question. I think basically I'm gonna get wet. Oh well. So yeah, this is what we put in, and so we just turn everything on here, and the water goes in, and they grow very quickly. And she sells them. I mean, you know, they sell something. What did she say? She said she sells, God, I'm trying to think of how much she said it was yesterday. But here's more of the green beans, string beans. Yeah, I don't remember exactly. It was like 3 for 20 baht or something like that. 3 fish for 20 baht. And you buy by the kilo, and 3,000 baht is for 8 kilos. Yeah, I can't get out of here without getting wet. So, oh, look at this. Shit. This is the buok. They grow too. God, man, it is so slippery here. I keep this up here. The water is nice, yes. And something else we're going to do. Oh, shit. Oy. Jesus Christ, man. Ooh. We are going to, you know, we're going to get one of these, like, they're like, man, it's slippery. Okay, back to freedom. Oh, my God. Let me sit down. I want to sit down for a second after that. We're going to put a pool back here. It's going to have to be covered. And, you know, they're not that expensive. I'm talking about an above ground pool. Pay like $200 or something. 250 bucks, something like that. Is that Mr. Billy I see? Let me sit down, man. Whew. So much mud, man. All right, we're gonna sit right here. Oh. You know what I like about this place? First of all, I don't have to do very much work. I mean, honestly. And I don't say that from the standpoint of someone who's being lazy. There's certain things I'm just not able. I can't climb up a tree, or I'm not going to climb up a tree and get durian or anything like that. Oh, it's Jim. Hey, Jim. What's happening? Let me read some of these comments. Well, one of the reasons why I started the stream at 8 o'clock instead of 9 is because it gets so damn hot. And what I was going to say is her sister, what she does is she's up at 4 o'clock. Now I'm up at 4 o'clock. So we both get up at the same time. She gets out here and she starts doing stuff, turning water on and doing all kinds of other things. And my wife and the kids are sleeping. Now the kids will come out here and help and stuff like that. The wife will definitely come out here and bust her ass. But you work from 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning till maybe 10, maybe 11 if you're lucky. And then you don't do anything. You eat, you relax until maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then from 4 o'clock in the afternoon to maybe dark, which might be 5:30, 6 o'clock, you start, when it's dark, then, you know, obviously you can't do much. Then you start cooking and doing stuff like that. Yeah, Gilligan. took some raised beds, growing tomatoes and chilies along with many leafy plants. Yeah, that's a squash that I was looking at, but I forget. They don't call it squash here. I forget what it's called. Good morning, good morning. It was 100 degrees here yesterday. About 38 degrees Celsius. Very hot. And, you know, we got all this water around us, but we can't go swimming. And which is why I like it here. And I said to Yupa, I said to her, what do you do usually besides just work? And she goes, I don't usually go anywhere. I don't usually do that. If I have to go and pick stuff up, maybe I'll go, to the grocery or something like that. Like yesterday, we did a grocery run, which I'm going to show in a video. We spent 6,000 baht, but we spent 1,200 of it on salmon, which was nice. You know, we got all kinds of things, eggs and yogurt and meat, and just, we got pork, we got chicken, we got all kinds of stuff. And that's nice, you know. So we spent a couple $100 on groceries. Now we don't have to go back. We don't have to go to the grocery again, and there'll be food left over. The sister will be able to eat it. You probably be able to eat that up. She doesn't go out and eat much, and I don't really go out and eat much anymore either. Yeah. I don't know who's playing that. There's music playing. And, yeah. Anyway. Oh, I think somebody's out in front of the house. I don't know. People are always coming over here. No. We're down here until next weekend. And then we'll be in Bangkok for Songkran, which, I don't know. I may go somewhere else. I don't know. We may go somewhere else. I don't really know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet, to be honest. We have a ticket to go back next weekend, but maybe we won't go back. I don't know. I mean, the thing is with Songkran is I don't like Songkran so much just because of the people being so drunk and the accidents and all that kind of stuff. I kind of feel like it's like New Year's. I don't want to go out on New Year's anymore. Listen, I'm celebrating that I wake up in the morning, you know? I don't have to celebrate every day. Bald. Whew. But it is hot, man. It's already starting to get hot. It's what? 8:45 in the morning. Unbelievable. Now, you got to work out there. I mean, it ain't no joke, man. And I'll tell you something. We last night we were going to bed. My wife goes, "Oh, I got a little bit of a headache." And then she woke up this morning. "Man, my head is killing me." And I go, "Yeah, I got a headache too." So I took some medicine. She took some medicine. But I thought about it and I thought, you know what? 43? Holy moly. But I said to her, we got to drink water. We have to drink more water. Because water is the key, especially here, because in Bangkok, I'm not sweating all the time. I'm either in air conditioning or I'm walking. I'm not sweating because I'm walking for maybe a half an hour. But out here, you're out in the blazing sun. And it's so gnarly that, you know. Now, I can't believe, I can't believe that she made this herself. Listen, I've celebrated Songkran in Burma, in Cambodia, in Laos, in Thailand, many, many times. I've been in Surat and done it in Surat. I've done it in Nong Khai. And, you know, I'm not going anywhere. The only place I'm going to go is go check out a place to live for us, for like a second place to live. And that's it. Because I just don't want to, deal with it. You know, I just don't. Everybody says, it's so much fun. I know it can be fun. Of course. Just a couple years ago, me and the wife went down to Khao San Road and we were, playing around in the water and stuff. But, yeah, it's all right. Of course. Okay. But do I really need to do it? Do I really feel the need where I've got to do this? No, I don't. I just don't. It's as simple as that. I don't have to go. All right, let me get up here. I guess that's a truck. Every once in a while you see a big truck, but not very often. Oh, there's somebody pulling in or leaving. Oh. I don't know if this is this is our house. I think this is a cook and her husband. Now, I wanted to show something here, if I could. Let's see here. Whew. Hot is like only begins to describe it a little bit. Yeah, it's her husband. Let me see here. What's going on? Now, I wanted to show you something here. Look at all this. All this is stuff we can eat. Hey! Hey! Look at this. Beautiful. And there's the window. Hello, Alex. There's the window. And from that, hello, Nicholas. And there from the window is the papaya. What is it? Sticky rice? Yeah, I'll have a little bit of it. You insist, I might as well. Luleo, jam dai mai. Remember we cooked some before a long time ago? That's good. Oh, yeah. I don't usually eat this stuff, but you know what? I might as well since I'm here. This is my favorite part over here is by the palm oil, palm trees. Because it's so shady. Well, listen, if I told my wife we're going to America, we're going to Italy, we're going wherever, she would come. But then it would be, okay, what are we going to do with the kids? You know. Oh, you know what? Let me go over here. And if she told me to come here, I probably would say okay. But I'd say we need to have that other place by the water. And I'll stay there sometimes, whether alone or with her. And, you know, it's the way that it goes. All right, I want to show you something. I didn't know this was here until this morning. When I walked out, I've never seen this before. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but I walked out. And I see this. Hey, can I have some more of that khao lam? Peppers. Right here. Can I have some more of that? It's finished? Oh, you bastards. See all the peppers? Right outside the door, somebody threw some seeds down and the thing just started growing. Unbelievable, man. So like I said, this house is probably, goddamn, I don't know how old it is. Her grandfather was like 90 years old when he died. And that was 10 years ago, something like that. So this house has got to be 70, 80 years old. I mean, it ain't much. But on the inside, it's fixed up to where, you know, it's like a Thai house. It's a Thai-style house. There is a sit-down toilet. There is a shower. But, you know, like I was saying, you see this, it's actually not that bad, and there are, like, scraps of garbage around. And I told her, I said, I mean, look at this. This is, you know, old pipe. You know, I'm like, really, this needs to be cleaned up. And she goes, well, I know, but I haven't had much time. And, you know, because she's the one doing all the work on the farm. And then, you know, when you're not working, you're like, she told me, she goes, I get tired. She goes, I get tired. She goes, I sit there, and she goes, I start looking at my phone, and 5 minutes later, I'm asleep. You know. So, she needs a little bit of help. And I told Nicholas, well, Nicholas, you're off for the next couple of months. You can stay here. just stay here and help you pa and work on the farm. He's like, no, I don't want to do that. He goes, we stay a week, that's fine. He doesn't want to do it. And Alex, I can tell you, Alex doesn't like touching anything halfway dirty or even food. He doesn't like touching certain food. I don't know where the food is. I don't know where she put it. We were feeding him yesterday. So these will get transferred over, but anyway, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's stuff here I don't think I've showed that I'm like, I don't even know where it is, or I know that we had mango. I don't know what happened to them. Like I said, we got pineapple back there, and those pineapple are good, man. You know, oh, I get to sit down right here. Somebody left the chair out for me. Not as hot as Iraq in the humidity. I don't really care about Iraq, but I understand the comparison, but it's hot enough, we'll say that. I prefer to be at my house near the beachy ocean where I get a breeze. Yeah. I'm a city boy, Pattaya for now. Ugh. Pattaya, I'm sorry. It's not perfect in my opinion. What rural areas near Kanchanaburi? Kanchanaburi is really nice. I like it. I don't know if I want to live there just because it's surrounded by jungle and there's no water. Oh, man. There are durian farms in Kanchanaburi, but it is not one of the most prevalent areas for durian. That's Chantaburi, Rayong, Trot. Is it Rayong or Raynong? I think it's Rayong. Trot, Chumpon, Surat, Nakhon Si Thammarat. Yeah. I don't want to be on a river. I mean, honestly, if I'm picking out a place I want to live, like I want to move there. And when I say move now, what I mean is we would keep the place that we have now and just let the kids live there. They don't have to come all the time. They can come if they want. They don't have to come if they want. That's fine. I don't care. You know, she can come. She doesn't have to come, although she should come some of the time. But I want to be by the beach. You know? No, I mean, the farm is great. I love it. I could be here for months if I decided to stay here. You know, and the good thing is you have everything you need here. We have water, we just have everything, man. I mean, we can get fresh water. Yeah, so what I'd like to know is just how many of you think you could live here? How many of you think you could live here? And I'll tell you what, the cost is quite a bit less here. Now, granted, we spent 6,000 baht on food, and but that's for, there's 5 of us that are here right now, including Yupa. And then there are other people that come over and they eat, or, you know, you go, hey, you want some food? Yeah, and you got plenty of food. So you got to buy more than you buy in Bangkok. But other than that, oh God, I think it's not that far from Phang Nga province. Kanome, yeah, Kanome. You know, I like Kanome. I like the town. I like everything, and the beaches are okay. They're decent. And at one time, I thought, yeah, maybe I could live here. And now, just looking at it now, the water is just it. I want a place where the water is clear, nice, very nice, and the water is not so good there. And I don't want to say it's as bad as, say, Pattaya. It's not, but you can do better. And I know some places that are better. So that's what I would say. Well, I'll tell you what. I woke up this morning. Let me see if this thing will go down. How far? Nah, it doesn't go down far enough. Yeah, it's only like 12 inches. Maybe I can do this. There we go. That makes it a little bit easier. There we go. Wife could do this very easily. I mean, this is where she grew up. She could do it. Somewhere near the airport. Dude, what are you talking about? Any airport, I would say, is anywhere from about an airport near a good beach is probably an hour and a half to maybe 6 hours away from a international airport, something like that. You want to get to a place where there's not that many tourists, where there are ample places to go and things to do, and there's coffee shops. There's no coffee shops in this village. I used to be able to walk and go down to a place, and I just sat there and drank espressos. I drink 2 espressos, and it'd take me 2 hours, and then I would leave. That place is long gone. There's no espresso here. So this morning when I woke up, I made an instant coffee. And let me tell you, it ain't that good. The next time I may bring, or I may just buy, or I may bring the manual espresso maker down here and then buy one for the house. You know, but yeah, I don't, you know, you got to be somewhat close to a hospital, or at least a good clinic, a clinic that could save your life. You know, let's, like, if you got your arm cut open or something like that, they could save your life. But I'm not talking about do some kind of a major surgery on you. Okay, that's something else. I mean, even here at this farm, take an hour and a half to get to a hospital, 2 hours to get to I don't know about 2 hours, but hour and a half. Now, Phang Nga, I know the province is not that far away from here, but Surat is a huge province. It's massive. And, you know, what are you going to do? So what are your picks for best beaches, water, where you would seriously... I don't want to tell anybody, honestly. I'll just say this. Khao Lak is a place that I really like, and I could probably live there if it wasn't for all the Europeans there. But I won't live in Khao Lak. It's not going to happen because it's made basically for... Where are you going?
Check the farm.
Yeah, what are you going to go do?
I don't know. Check the farm.
Check the farm, make sure everything's growing all right?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you like the best back there?
Probably pineapples.
Yeah, I like those. And there's a lot more. I didn't know it. I didn't see them yesterday, but there's probably about 10 of them out there. Did you see them all?
Yeah.
There's like one really big one, and then there's some a little bit smaller ones, but it's pretty cool. There's a, you know, I know you know about the Playuan.
Yeah.
Have you used it?
Probably
You're gonna use it? All right. So he's gonna use the hammock. There's all kinds of people walking around here today. Unbelievable. You name it, we got people walking around. I don't even know who sometimes I don't even know who they are. Which is, you know. You going fishing with Nikki? Oh. Anyway. Yeah, with Cowlock, not Cowsoak, Cowlock. Yeah, I mean, I like it there, and I could stay there for a month or two, but to stay there all the time, and the places that I know, listen, they're not really any big secrets, but I just don't want, I don't really want people flooding the place, so I don't want to do any videos about it or anything like that. There's a couple of places, and one of them is near Canom. Canom is very nice, but the water sucks. Another one that is very nice, but the water isn't that nice, and I think it's better than Canom, is Sichon. But they're in the wrong side of the peninsula, and that's the problem. They're on the wrong side, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna go for a walk, man. I'm getting... My legs are like stiff. I need to walk around. Let me just push this down here. I mean, you know, what is it? It takes like 5 minutes to walk from the front of the place to the back. 5 minutes or so. Something like that. You got to go to the Andaman side. And, you know, I don't want to go to Phuket. I mean, granted, you can find some places near Phuket that are fairly nice. And, you know, they might be a trade-off. But I don't want to hang out with a bunch of people from other countries. And I just don't. I don't want that. You know? Cook. What đi? What đi, what đi? Hả? Oh, no.กินแล้ว กินตอนเช้า I had my coffee already. Oh, the pump. The pump, I didn't know he had the pump on. See, she's always doing something. You know, they sometimes what they do is, oh, she's cleaning it off now. What they were doing, the sister and the other sister, who now is not living here anymore, what they were doing is selling gayang and sticky rice and selling pork. And they were doing well. They were doing really good from that. They were probably making like 1,000 baht a day. Now, they just opened this market up, and I went there the other day, and I go, do you got any honey? Well, we got a big bottle. It's 400 baht. And I'm like, I don't want 400 baht worth of honey. But they were cool. But that's the thing here. Nobody's not nice. Everybody's nice. Everybody. So the road goes up here. Wait a minute, what? Yeah, like you, Andre, do you know everything about everything here in Thailand? Not that you're wrong, but who wants to stay there in that area, quite honestly? There are other places you can go that are safer, and not that I believe all the bullshit about places being unsafe because, you know, it's a Muslim area and all that, but there are a lot of problems there, okay? And I wouldn't live there. Mu and Gayang. The breakfast of champions, yes. Yeah, you know, I know some people really like Pattaya and it fits their needs because they can get around really easy and and you know, stuff like that. We're gonna walk down the street is what we're gonna do. Take a little walk. I know that people like it, and obviously there are women, and there's, you know, I mean, I've seen the quality of women go down drastically, and it happens. It just happens because of the internet, and also it happened because of COVID. And girls, they get smart. They go, "What do I got to go to a bar for? I screw one guy a week, and I make 5,000 baht, and that's enough for me." They're happy. They do that every week, and they're happy. They get a couple guys on the line. Next thing you know, they're making 50 grand, 100 grand a month. Guys are giving them money. They don't want to go to the, they don't want to go work in some bar. All right, now it's going to get hot. At least I'm wearing the squishy shoes. I'm not going to go too far because I don't feel like dealing with the dogs, man. The dogs are a bit of a pain in the ass. In fact, pick up a couple rocks just in case. Should get a stick. If I can find a stick, I'll get a stick. I guess they're already gone. They went to go get some stuff and they're gone. So here's, you can see we have all this, which is really nice. You know, I mean, listen, it is what it is. I'll show you a piece of property that we want. And they're not selling, which kind of sucks. They're not selling yet. Now this is, I think this is the guy's, no, this is the lady. This property right back here. You see it butts up against our property. They're not using the rubber right now. I don't know what the deal is. But yeah, this is a little better. You can see in a little bit more. We want this property here. I would say if we got this property, boom, then you put a homestay on here. You got plenty of room. But all these rubber trees, and since the cups are down right now, they haven't tapped them, or I don't know what's going on, why they're not doing anything right now, but lots of wild chickens walking around. The wife was trying to get me to catch one of them yesterday. She goes, "Go see if you can catch that chicken, because we could eat it for dinner." And I'm like, I'm not, I'll throw a rock at the chicken. If I hit him in the head and kill him, great. Whew, blazing, man. I can't really see the text. I have to get in the shade, so you have to give me a while. Look at this. I don't think anybody's even here, to be honest. But they got chickens, birds, and all kinds of stuff. I know there's dogs up here. I'm glad I have my hat on, to be honest. I think they sell gas here and some other stuff. Gas and food, kinds of other shit. Hey, you, what day? So I guess I found out the length of his English vocabulary. You. Look at this. I just stand right out here in the middle of the road. I love it. All right, now see, these cups are up in some places, down in others, so I don't know what that means right now. I don't know if they're still tapping the rubber, but it doesn't look like it. Oh, it's so nice here, man. I'll take you down to where the river is. But let me see what these comments say. Patya is a sleaze fest. Just join the chat and miss what you may have already explained. It's not about how much a rye of land is here. I don't know. I have no idea now. A walking stick. Don't leave home without it. Well, that's probably why I won't ever start a homestay. Because it's a pain in the ass. I mean, yeah, you might have days where you go and nobody bitches, nobody moans, but I know what it's like. And quite frankly, why? As much as I think about it, I think, oh, wow, that'd be nice. Yeah, that's the dream. That's the fantasy. The fantasy is, you see, this water just keeps coming. And it goes over to here. I'll show you. But this is, it veers off to the right and it goes up ahead to the left. Yeah, so, you know, I kind of look at it from the standpoint of the fisherman who catches his fish every day and he has no problem. He doesn't need to sell the fish and make money and then buy a boat and then make more money and buy more boats. Then he has a fleet. And then it's like, oh, now you can do this and now you can do that. And you got money. Yeah, you see, here comes this is where the water goes and it keeps going even over here. All right, don't forget to click the thumbs up, please. I'd appreciate that. And down below in the description are all the ways that you can help support the channel, financially or otherwise. There are numerous ways. You know, mosquitoes don't really bother me here. They just don't bite me. I don't know why. They'll buzz by me. Maybe my blood is tainted or stinky or something. I don't know. Too much garlic in it. Now, listen to this. Here comes a motorcycle, but let me get off the road a little bit so he doesn't run me over. Okay, now the motorcycle goes by. Oh, here's the river again. But look at this. I'd like to have this land. Here comes a truck or something. I don't know. Generally, if you're out here, listen to this. This is what I like. It's quiet. It's peaceful. You hear my footprints, my footsteps, and occasionally a motorcycle or car goes by. And that's it. That's about all you hear. just me. I love it when I'm in places like this, and I somehow always seem to be in them or find them or whatever. Oh shit, look at that. Look at that thing. Jesus Christ. I don't want to go really past these houses because I do know there's dogs there. And I don't feel like dealing with the dogs. But look at the size of this thing. Jesus Christ. Nice sized bull. Plus these shoes are starting to hurt. Nicholas right now has a hard time walking. And the reason is because he walked. I don't know how far he walked. I don't know what he was doing. If he took his socks off or something, but there's about a 2-inch by 3-inch strip of skin that is peeled off of both of his feet. And he's walking on it now. And of course, it's scabbing up. So it hurts him like hell. So he has to be very careful how he walks. And I'm like, well, you did it. You're the knucklehead who did it. You got to deal with it. Very quiet, you know? I just love this peace. Yeah, there is a dog over there. I see that. And these dogs, man, sometimes they come running out. There's all kinds of chickens running around here. But sometimes the dogs come running out. They'll go after you. See? These are little. See? And then you irritate the people because you're walking by instead of just driving by. I need a stick. I think I see one up here. It's way too big, though. That thing is huge. I don't want to carry that. All these are palms, and they have thorns in them. Shit, there's a big dog there. Really big. That dog is big. Oh, man. He's eating. I have to find a stick. I must find a stick. A rock is not going to cut it. Oh, fruit. See the fruit there? Those things are good. They're pretty good. This is where I flew my drone before. Let me read some of this stuff here. Look at this road. I didn't want to walk this far, but yeah, Jim, you formed a bond with all the dogs in your village. Just wait until one of them's in a shitty mood. Just wait. There's some dogs over here too, but man, I have not seen any sticks that I can use. Now up ahead, I know there's a dog way up ahead here because this is like the tunnel. And I was flying the drone in here before. I didn't bring my drone this time because I just thought it adds weight. And I was like, I already have some footage. I don't need it. I like to travel light, man. Oh man, it's so hot out here. I have no idea how hot it is, but it is scorching. It's got to be 95 at least. Oh, and we still have kratom on our property. We have a couple kratom trees, which I haven't been messing with them. I haven't been touching them. I haven't even really bothered them at all. All right, now maybe we're getting closer to trying to find a stick here, which I think I see one. You see? Fuck, 3 of them. Here comes one. I don't want to make, you know, it's not so much I'm scared of a dog, because I'm not. I'm not scared of these kind of dogs. I'll fucking kill all these if I had to, but they're probably friendly. They're just being protective. I just don't want to make noise for the owner, you know. And people look at me filming sometimes when they're going by, oh, what's that guy doing? Let's see if I can break this off. Oh, yeah. Now, this is a better stick. That'll work. All right, let's walk back. Whew. I like these brick houses. Although, could do without those kind of the wooden windows. I don't like those on our house, and I don't like them. I don't like them, period. And you know, there's bugs. The bugs are just everywhere. They're out in the farm. They're out on trees. They're just all kinds of bugs everywhere. So you got to get used to them. But Jesus Christ, I'm in the bathroom, and let me see if I can do this here. I want to read the. My dog is watching your live stream and whimpering at the dogs barking. Yeah. Yeah, where's all the dirt roads? Oh, there's no dirt roads out here, buddy. Jesus Christ. This is the one road in or out of the village, and that's it. The dirt roads all go to people's houses. Oh. Whew. So now we take a little walk back, and that'll be it. C'est la vie. I remember some guy a long time ago when I first started my channel. He was going, you don't have to spend any money on food. You can go to somebody's farm and just pull out the stuff from their farm and eat it. And that way you don't have to buy food. And I was like, somebody did that at our farm. It'd be like, you know, Anybody would say to them, what are you doing? Oh, here's this where the big dog is. Got to be careful here. The thing was eating. It's a big dog. Big, big, big. I want to be quiet. Oh. Yeah, it's like a Great Dane or something. He's just sitting there, though. He doesn't want any problems. I'm not a troublemaker. I don't need any problems. Here's some dirt road right here. See that? Goes up into the hills. There's plenty of dirt. Dirt road, I don't know. White boy's not allowed to walk down the street. Dogs won't let me. Actually, you know, my wife is like, you're walking. And I'm like, yeah, so what's the problem? Well, why are you walking? Don't take the motorcycle. Why don't you go in the track? Why don't I'm like, no, you don't understand. It's because I want to walk. I want the exercise. You know, they don't understand sometimes. What is the purpose of doing this? Look at this, though. To me, this is, you know, it's one type of beautiful. I mean, look at this. And you look over here, all the rubber trees. It's nice, you know? It's not the most absolute splendid place, in my opinion, but it rates up there. It's very nice. And I am happy that I come here. I get a lot more relaxed when I'm here. And I am much more relaxed here than in Bangkok. And I'm pretty relaxed in Bangkok too. There's not a whole lot of things that bother me now, you know? Feet starting to hurt in these fucking mushy shoes. These are the shoes that you see all these Thai girls and guys wearing. They're real soft. And they're good to walk like from your car into the mall. But if you start walking a long distance, they're not that good. But I just brought my flip-flops and I thought, I'm going to bring my trainers. I really need them. They feel really good on my feet. My feet haven't been hurting. As soon as I put those sandals on, the flip-flops on, my feet started hurting. And yesterday I was like, oh my God, my feet are killing me. My wife goes, oh, changing for these shoes. So then I was going to go, you know, start the stream. And my shoes were gone. My flip-flops were gone. I'm like, ah, she's wearing them again. So I put these on. And I don't mind them. They're comfortable. But they're not comfortable for long walks or longer type walks. Now, to me, I think snakes are in here. This is where you're going to find the snakes. In this kind of area and over here. Which is why I don't like really wearing, I like wearing boots when I go out into that farm because you just never know. And then you look around and just like I'm looking for a stick and there wasn't a stick. You see a cobra out there and you don't have a machete, you know, or a long, what do they call them? Scythes, something like that. You don't have one of those where you're 10 feet away and you just chop his head off. What are you going to do? Just grab him. Just grab him behind the neck. Oh, I forgot about the lady who's got that. Maybe it's right up here. The lady who had the house and she was taking a bath in her sarong, her patoon. And then she saw me and she wanted me to come up to her house. And I was like, no, that's all right. And then she wasn't that old or anything. She was okay, I guess. I don't know. And then she drove by in the car. Where are you going? I'm going to see my wife. Oh. Whew. Look at that. It's nice, man. I like this. Let me see if I can kill that chicken. Can I get the chicken on their land? I'm sure they'd love that. I think they own both pieces of land. Hey. Bye-bye, Dini. So this, I guess, is they own this land and that other land. They don't want to sell this land, which that's a shame. All right, put the stick down. What is that light, man? Oh, it's a reflection. Jesus Christ. Reflection of the sun. Oh, do I got any cash on me? I think I got 20 baht or something. Get something to drink. No, I don't have it on me. Other pants. Now we're back here. We're back on our farm. Still watering. So this is what I'll be doing for the next couple days. I got about, 6 days left. Takes a lot of water, man. And what's funny is every single one of these sprinklers she put up, the sister put up, and my wife, but the sister mainly. Oh, yeah. And I like, if I want, I can just cut right through here. I don't have to go all the way to the front. Whew. I think we'll go sit in the chicken coop before there's chickens in here. See what it's like to live the life of a chicken. Is that you, Nicholas? You sleeping? Chilling? Chilling like a villain? Where's your mother?
I think she's in the house.
Oh. So let's go in the chicken farm. farm, the chicken farm. Oh, God. I mean, look at, she's got all these tools out. All this stuff. Unbelievable. What's in here? It's got to be grain or something. Can't even see in there. This is it. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, my Buddha. Whew. All right, I'm going to read some of these messages here. Oh, let's just turn. Whew. Live on paved roads through the village. The dirt and gravel roads and paths are used to get to the home, to the field. Yeah. You know, Thailand is more modern than you think. All roads lead to 7. Who built that? Well, the sister built it. Yupa, she built it. It's hers. It's ours. It's not hers. It's ours. So, and I don't know exactly what they got to do, but then when they're in here, it's going to be a lot of work, man. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of work. But, yeah, we had corn here before, but now she's starting to grow corn. And the corn will feed the chickens, and so will bananas. Bananas will feed the chickens, too. Apparently. I didn't know that, but they will. We have plenty of bananas. So we got we're just sitting there. I don't know where they are if we brought them in. You can barely see them now through the fence, but there's a couple right about, where is it? Right about there. There's some bananas. You can see them through the thing there. Whew. So I'll be able to say I was in the chicken coop when there was no chicken shit or chickens. And I don't know how it's going to be set up exactly, but, you know. Do I? No, I don't get ticks when I'm out here. There are ticks out here, but you just make sure that you take care of them. And, you know, like I said, there's bugs everywhere. Listen, there was probably 6 or 7, I don't know exactly what they are. They're like flying cockroaches. They're big. They're about that big. But they're not fast like cockroaches. They're very slow. So they're very easy. And all I do is I either smush them, just smack them with a shoe, or I just sweep them into the drain and flush them down the drain. They go down and that's it. Now the bathroom is clean. Now, probably by tonight, there'll be a couple in there, and I'll sweep them down the drain again. The sister doesn't care. She doesn't give a shit. She's got a bird in the freezer she's waiting to eat, and it's a bird. It's like, you can see, it's a bird with the head and everything else. And I'm like, what's she got a bird in the freezer for? She's going to eat it. If that bird is a delicacy. I'm like, okay. Yeah, but this first of all, this is a different type of land than in Chayapum. And we have a lot of ants here, and ants are always a problem. Ants are a problem anywhere. They're a problem in Bangkok for me. We have to watch the ants. We have to watch what we leave out, because if we leave food out, next thing you know, they're covered in ants. And I'm like, what's the point of this? Let's get rid of these things. Let's kill them. But you got to put everything in the refrigerator, or ants will get at it. And here, there's a lot of black ants, but there are red ant mounds. And sometimes you're just standing there and you go, man, my leg, I got a bite on my leg or something. And then next thing you know, you got like 10 of them and you're like, oh man, you're standing in a bunch of red ants and they're biting you. So, you know, you got to deal with that. I haven't seen any centipedes here. Oh yeah, it feels good. So this is the little house, I guess, where they're gonna lay the eggs. This is one of the two. And then this is the other one. I don't know how she's gonna do this. They can run around in here, and then oh, you can get in through here also. And then she's building the fence around the whole thing. And it'll be big enough and deep enough to where there won't be any snakes coming in. They're not going to be able to get at it. I mean, I would say she did all right for, I mean, you know, she told me today, she said, we had some durian trees and I wasn't sure about a lot of things. She goes, so I just started Googling everything, researching everything, reading things. And, you know, that's what she's done, you know. I don't fear centipedes, man. You know, I don't fear any animal like fear. I mean, listen, if I'm standing next to a 10-foot grizzly bear, of course I'm going to be scared. But like, you know, if you're out in the forest, you don't go out there unless you know you have some kind of protection, and then you're still at risk, and it sucks. You know, if I was out, I would like to do a walking tour in Africa where there's hyena and lion, and you know, people do that all the time, and they just take precautions, and generally they're okay. So, you know, with centipedes, yeah, you know, I mean, if you lay down on one or you lay next to one or something like that, yeah, then maybe. But I just keep my eyes open and don't let one bite you, you know? Look at the size of these things, man. They're incredible. We didn't have these before, these green pumpkin. And the thing is it takes about 2 months for them to grow, 2 to 2.5 months. The big one right there, that one's pretty big. And that's it. That's all it takes. So then, you know, you start picking them and you start selling them. You start making money. And, you know, I don't ever want any of the money. I don't really care about the money. That's not why I'm here. I care about the land and the, you know, and being able to live here and being in peace and quiet. That's all I care about. You know, I mean, if I was 25 years old, I'd be like, oh yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that, I'm gonna have to do everything. And, you know, I do kind of wonder what's going to happen when her sister gets a little bit older and then some of the people don't want to help, or she's going to have to pay them and pay them better than she was paying. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work because I don't know how they'll be able to keep up the farm. But that's not for me to concern myself with, you know. I'm almost 64, so you know, maybe I got another 20, 30 years left at most, something like that. If I'm lucky and I live to be 100, well, then life's only 2/3 over. But I don't know that I'm going to have to worry about that. But for right now, things are really good here. And what I would say is, could you live here versus being in Bangkok or Chiang Mai or Phuket or something like that, Kanchanaburi, in the city? Would you want to? And if you think about it, because I do think about this and I do contemplate what life out here is like. What are you going to do with yourself? I can only go for so many walks. I can only go take photos in this area so often, shoot videos so often. And then when I get a little older and I'm not able to get around as easily, I probably don't want to do those things. So what are you going to do to keep yourself busy? You know, that's something you have to think about. And if you got a wife, you got kids, it's possible. Because it does take a lot of work just to keep going, just to keep everything up. I mean, even in my house, I mean, it's like, Jesus Christ, it's like, it's a constant thing. Oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. Then tomorrow I'm going to have to do this, I've got to do that. On Friday, so-and-so's coming, you know. Yeah, that's what everybody says, but you don't. You don't need it. If you don't have it, you won't miss it. Listen, you know, there's something to be said for having air conditioning. It's a great convenience, and it's something that I'm glad was invented. Now I'm out here and I've been walking around and I've been out in the hot sun, and you know, I'm taking some precautions so that my head doesn't get burnt. But when I go inside, and I go to sleep at night, I have a fan, and that fan is on me and my wife, and it gets cooler at night here. And we were cold last night. We were both. She's like going, "Oh God, I'm cold. I'm cold." So I threw I threw my part of the blanket on top of her. I'm like, "I'm not cold. I'm fine. I'm wonderful. I'm nice and cool." She's like, "I'm too cold." So I gave her the blanket. Then in the morning I wake up and it's nice and cool out, and I'm like, I know in another hour or two it's going to be blazing hot, and now it is. But that's why you work in the morning and you just relax in the day and you chill. You don't do much. You find other things to do. You drive somewhere. You go somewhere. You know, I'm sure we'll go to the market at least once, which is no big deal. I don't remember the name of it, but I've been there like 4 or 5 times. No, I wouldn't want to live there. I live rural now. If I'm there, I want beach. If the beach was about 6-7 minute walk, it'd be okay. The body itself is about 3/4 of an inch. Oh God. Yeah, I don't have those same fears, honestly. I don't like rats. I see a rat, you know, I'll try to kill him. I don't particularly like cockroaches, but not really for the same reason. I just think cockroaches are nasty. They're just disgusting. But other than that, I mean, there's not a whole lot. I mean, I don't really get scared of stuff, but I do respect it. I do get respected. I do respect a lot of things. I do give respect to a lot of the animals and stuff like that, because I feel like if you're scared of them, maybe that affects the way that you react to them. And I don't think that that's very smart. If you have a few seconds, you can generally protect yourself in most cases. You know, yeah, everybody says that. They've all said that. You know, I don't know. She's 50 something years old. I don't know exactly how old, but she's still busting her ass and she still likes it. She told me, she goes, I go out every morning, and she goes, I just can't stop. I keep working. And it's just like, man, she was climbing the durian tree the last time I was here. She was up 50 feet up in the air. I'm like, she's like a little monkey, man. She's just like jumping all around. And I'm like, not good. And my wife is like, I don't want to do that anymore. I used to do that as a kid. I don't want to do that. I'm like, don't worry. I'm not going to let you, because if you fall, that's the end. And the same thing with the sister. I don't want her to do that. You know, get some guy who does it for a living up there and just give him a little bit of money, and that's what you should do, in my opinion. Anyway, the stream has been wonderful. I appreciate it. it's been nice just, sitting here talking, walking around, looking at everything. It's a nice change from Bangkok. I don't know if I'm going to stream on Wednesday or what I'm going to stream about or where I'm going to stream from or anything like that. I have no idea. But thank you very much. Do me a favor and click the thumbs up button. I had like 45, 50 people here. And no, she knows how to build. Take it easy, Jim. Take it easy. We had like 45 people in here. We only got 21 thumbs up. So that's a little disappointing. but it is what it is. So yeah, no problem. No problem. No problem. I don't know when the next time we'll be back down here, but I'll be here for about another, I don't know, 6 days. 6, 7 days. And we may go somewhere else. I don't know. I may tell the wife. Don't worry about it. Let's go somewhere else. And then we'll just take a train home or a bus home or I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. But it was very nice, so thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, click the thumbs up, and look down in the description. There's all kinds of information if you want to contact me or you want to help support the channel. I'd appreciate it. You can join the VIP section of the channel for as little as $1.99. Just hit the join button. And that'll do it. I'm out of here. It's time to go. Let me get out of this chicken coop. And I will talk to you guys later. Working hard over there? You working hard or hardly working?
Hardly working.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Right in the corner.